Hello.
Hi.
We are here.
Ready to go.
Ready. We did crazy things this week, guys.
We did?
We did.
What did we do?
We met with strangers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was like, hold on.
We met up with strangers.
We did.
And what else did we do? We celebrated Crystal's birthday.
Yes, we did.
We went to a neighborhood party.
Mm-hmm.
We met up with lots of strangers this weekend.
We did. We made new friends.
I'm proud of us, Crystal.
I know.
We stepped out of our box.
Mm-hmm.
We met new neighbors we really liked.
Yes.
They were nice. It was nice. We chit-chatted. We chatted about a little bit of traveling.
Yeah.
They were telling us all about Savannah and the haunted hotel room they stay in Savannah. That was a cool story.
I really want to go there now.
Yeah, we're going. we're going to go stay at this East Bay Inn, I think is what it was called, in Savannah. And we're going to have the ghost mess with our shoes. Apparently. Charlie. Yeah, Charlie likes to mess with shoes. So that's our plans. As of now. What else, Crystal?
Kind of had a low-key weekend besides that.
True.
I mean, besides the party and...
Besides that party we went to.
You know. That's about it.
Yeah. It was a good weekend, though. How was y'all's weekend? Hopefully, maybe a little more adventurous than ours.
Hey.
Hi. Welcome in. We're just chatting about our weekend and how not exciting it was.
Well,
we do have one piece of exciting news. How do you forget? Maybe I'm more excited than Crystal is.
It finally stopped raining.
That's true. It did finally stop raining in Charleston. We have had one day of no rain. Go Charleston.
Yep.
But it was just a little too late.
Right.
For the outer parts of Dorchester County. And we lost our favorite little petting zoo on Sunday. It was very sad.
But all the animals are okay?
Yes, all the animals are okay. They got everyone out.
I just want to know how they transported this tiger and the giraffes.
That's what I was saying. The snow leopard, the serval, and the 40,000 monkeys they have.
Could you imagine like a truck with a bunch of monkeys around?
Oh my gosh! And the rabbits and the what else? They have all those reptiles. They have
the
owl.
Hold on, there's one that I'm picturing. A peacock.
Oh my God! They had the baby buffaloes.
Oh.
I forgot about the petting area, like the little loopy thing you ride the trailer on.
I didn't go to that.
Oh my goodness. That, I forgot about that. Yeah, so anyway, it completely flooded. They had to get all the animals out, and unfortunately, they had been closed, obviously, like, for the weekend and everything. And the workers had been spending a lot of time helping the neighbors get out and get their stuff, and get to safety. So kudos to them for that. And then, it all kind of fell apart for them really at the last minute.
Yeah.
We didn't get a lot of rain there at the end, but it's just the Edisto is completely flooding over. What our highest has been, 14 or 15, and we hit 17, and it's supposed to keep at least a little bit more rising before it starts to go down.
Right.
And then, now there's this other storm out there that you never know what's going to happen.
As of right now, he's going.
Whoop. We can only hope, because I think we would just all drown if he didn't.
Yeah.
And we would not make it. So...
All right, what's your big news, Kayla?
Oh, our big news. Our big news is yesterday we met with more strangers and we sold our camera. And we've purchased the DJI Pocket 3 creator combo. And it should be here Friday. Yay, Kayla! Kayla's very excited about this. Crystal, she doesn't really care about our camera choices.
I don't do a lot of the filming. I mean, sometimes.
True.
I am the picture taker.
True. So, I loved our Canon, our Mark 7, GX7, Mark II, whatever it was. Loved it. But stabilization was an issue. The size, especially like when you're not trying to be all up in people's faces. So the DJI is teeny tiny, and I'm really excited to give it a shot. Hi, Sean.
Hi.
So that was our big news from the weekend.
Yep. So, I'll continue to take pictures on my iPhone.
Yes.
Because I should have the 16 in October, even though nothing's really changing with the cameras.
Yes, so that's prior. That's after our cruise. So.
Well, yes, but we're going to go other places.
Are we, though?
Sure.
We are talking about going back to Gatlinburg for my birthday so we can go to to go to Anakista for their fall celebration. It was very pretty, and there's like this indoor water park area also that looks like a little fun. So that's all right. That's an idea.
We just technically don't really have any free weekends in September or October.
All hockey takes over my birthday.
Yeah, because I'm working a couple of Saturdays in September, and then we go on the trip, and then when we come back, I gotta work a couple of Saturdays because I've been gone too. The way we have this one set up, it's 2 Saturdays off for me. So, and then we start hockey, and I believe we have hockey the last 2 weekends in October.
Wonderful. We'll figure it out.
So,
all right. So into our cruise news of the day. Should we start with the sad news, or just start with? I guess really everything we're talking about today is just a little sad,
except for the Virgin news.
Oh yeah, let's start with the good news. No, let's end with the good news.
Okay.
Let's end with the good news. Let's start with the Juno. The Juno news, not just the Juno. We're just going to start with the Juno.
So I saw today that an ice dam burst.
Yes.
And flooded the Mendenhall Glacier area, the neighborhoods and everything around it. And it's the worst flooding that they've had ever. So no one died.
Which is great news.
But they have a lot of damage. And obviously cruises were impacted if,
I'm sure they were.
They're trying to get to that area.
But what they said, it was over an inch more than normal, than they've ever had before.
I think it was a foot.
Oh, a foot. That makes more sense than an inch.
Yeah, and this happened back on August 6th. And Norwegian decided to donate $50,000.
Which is amazing.
To try and help take care of things there. So, pretty crazy news there.
Yeah, I mean, last year you couldn't go to the Mendenhall. This year,
right,
Mendenhall floods, Juno.
Well, and it was a flood last year, I think, wasn't it?
No.
Oh.
Remember, it was just permits.
Oh.
Duh, Crystal. So that was sad for Juno. That's, we're dealing with flooding, so we all understand how that, how devastating flooding can be.
Speaking of flooding, Sean, how did the 9 inches work out in Pennsylvania? Did you guys flood?
Because y'all got it a lot quicker than we got our 20.
22 was the last I saw.
Oh, okay.
Almost 23.
Y'all got it a lot quicker than we got our almost 23.
Yeah, it happened like that. We had 4 days of rain, I swear.
This is the first, when we say this is the first day it's been sunny in over a week, we're not lying.
Yeah.
It was nice to see some sunshine.
It made it incredibly humid.
Yeah, humid, that's our new word, humid.
Humid and muggy. I was trying to say both. It was nasty out today. I was at the outlets walking around and sweat's pouring down my face. I was like, wow.
take the rain again. Just kidding.
Right.
No, just
I'll
kidding.
take the rain again.
No.
Let me off at least.
No, Chelsea can't take any more rain.
Okay, so
the next one, the Vista. I'm sure everyone's heard about the Vista.
The Vista just has problems.
The Vista just needs to go 9. Okay? Like, I'm done with the Vista. This is like the 84th time the Vista has lost propulsion, has had engine troubles, which we all know is just what are they? The Azipod? Is that what they guys? Is that what it is? The propulsion.
Yeah.
We all know that's what it is. We're not stupid, Carnival. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So they were scheduled to go to, I don't think it was the actual ABC Islands. I think it was 2 and then Grand Turk. But still, everybody who was complaining was just saying, we were supposed to go to the ABC Islands. So, and they got told they were going to Nassau, Princess, Cayce, and Freeport.
Yeah. No.
Ugh, that is not a fair trade, if you ask me.
Yeah. I understand that you sign the cruise contract and ports can change, blah, blah, blah. But some people don't take cruises for vacation. They take them to go see specific places.
And I mean, I fully understand that, like, things can happen. Like, weather changes. Yeah. I completely understand. I'm so understanding. But when your ship has had the same problem so many times, like, it's a you problem, not a me problem.
I mean, granted, they did give them $400 on board credit.
Or the option to get off. And I think even some people were saying once on board, they were still given the option to get off. Which that's nice. But still, I mean, spend a lot of money
Can you take that $400 off, though? Like, cash it out in the casino?
I don't know.
I'd take that $400 and I'd be like, all right, who's sailing out tomorrow?
No, I don't. If you took the $400, you had to stay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, you had to stay. So, yeah, the Vista was not
a good time for the Vista.
A good time. And I feel so bad for them. Like,
yes.
I can only imagine. You think you're going to Aruba, you think you're going to Curacao, you think you're going to Bonaire, one of the 2 of the ends there. Then you're going to Grand Turk, you're going to get a good beach day in. And they're like, yeah, no, you're going to Nassau.
No.
And you're like, yeah, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Get me off of this thing right now.
Nope. I love you, Nassau, but not that much.
Nope.
Not that much to go again for the 400th time. That's heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. It really is. And I mean, I get it. Things change, things happen. We probably would still have fun, but we'd be very sad.
I mean, and there's a similar story with the Icon
and the Norwegian
breakaway.
But these I feel like make more sense because it's weather related.
Yeah.
Weather-related incidents I can tolerate so much better than my ship is just a piece of crap and I can't fix it and I don't know why.
Now, I don't care where you take me on the Icon. I don't care if you just put me out in the ocean and stick me there and there are no ports. I don't care. So that one I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But the breakaway, I love Cozumel. But I'd probably still be a little disappointed because of the ports they were supposed to be going to.
Yeah, so they were supposed to be going to Puerto Plata, St. Thomas, Tortola, and Great Stirrup Cay. I think the only one I would be super excited to miss would be Tortola.
Yeah. But remember that lazy river.
That was not in Puerto Plata, though. That was Tano Bay.
Isn't that Puerto Plata?
I don't know. I'll have to look that up. You look that up.
And so that's where Virgin goes.
So now they're going to Roatan, Belize, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. And I don't feel like that's a bad switch. That's nowhere near the same kind of switch that they did for the Vista. I mean, these are at least pretty... What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, Puerto Plata is Tano Bay.
Yeah, so these are at least pretty... Comparable, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for.
And that's similar to what happened to us when we were on the Dream and we were
Yes.
supposed to be going Eastern. It was St. Thomas.
No, we were supposed to be going Western.
Oh, Jesus.
We were supposed to be going Western for my birthday. We were going to be in Mexico on the Day of the Dead. Like, it was this big thing. We were so excited. And then there was a hurricane that had already come through the Eastern and was going into into Mexico. So we got switched to the Eastern.
Yeah, it was like, speaking of the news,
Ernesto, Tropical has formed in the Atlantic.
That's what the Weather Channel would like us to know right now.
Not the Weather Channel. Just what is that app? That app is ridiculous.
I had to go through and cut some of my notifications off.
So what app is that?
Weather, or not weather, AccuWeather?
AccuWeather. You have lightning in your area.
I'm
you
like,
have lightning
please.
in your area. I'm like, yeah, it's a thunderstorm.
So, like, for the past week, it's been like every 5 seconds we're getting a notification.
Aerial flooding. I'm like, Ariel? Areal? What? What?
Yeah, so the Icon and Breakaway got changed as well due to Tropical Storm Ernesto.
So, yes, the Icon was supposed to go to St. Kitts, St. Thomas, and Perfect Day at Coco Cay. I almost sing it. Y'all are very lucky I didn't just go into Perfect. Oh.
I really want to go on that itinerary.
Perfect Day. And so they'll also be doing Cozumel, Roatan, Costa Maya,
but not Belize.
No Belize.
Which
and
is
it
cool.
looks like it's going to be also opposite schedule of the
Breakaway.
The Breakaway.
Yeah, because the Breakaway is a big ship.
So, I mean, I understand weather. I can get behind a weather problem. Not behind a weather problem, but like I can understand a weather problem. And that the weather is the reason you're having to change an itinerary, and I can accept it, and I can be accommodating. But
that doesn't mean I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, I might cry a little bit, especially if I'm supposed to go to St. Lucia, and they tell me I'm going to freaking Coco Cay.
I'm telling you, Kayla. I'm telling you, like I am scared. This is the first year that I have legitimately just had this weird feeling and been scared. And I think it's because we've never been to these ports and that they're so important that nothing else is acceptable.
Important. Nothing else is no. Well, actually, you can take me everywhere as long as you also still get me to St. Lucia at the same time.
I mean, we could go to South America maybe, and it might be acceptable, but not really.
Not really. We're also thinking because we have to fly to Puerto Rico,
right? That
like it would stop to fly to Puerto Rico, and they're like, we're going to the Bahamas.
And why we fly to Puerto Rico?
I could have left that out Miami. I could have left that out Charleston.
I could have driven for that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
that's our brains. Like, so we've been switched once, right? Just once. Now we've had to change our own itineraries.
Yeah,
like
we had to
flight
change
itineraries.
Our flight 3 days early because of a hurricane that was coming here.
And then we've also had to drive down early once. So that has changed for us. But our actual like cruise itinerary has only changed the one time. And when I tell you that was the night we woke up to emails from excursions, that we had booked, and them saying, it's so sad we're not going to get to see you, but here's your refund. And I'm like,
what do you mean you're not going to see us?
Like, why are you refunding me? Like, I'll be there. Right. I am not going anywhere. And then we... What?
The one with the weather switch around.
2011.
No, or not switch around, but the hurricane where we flew early.
Oh, I don't remember. I do know that my boss for the longest time was like, well, I know a storm's actually going to hit if you're flying somewhere. And I was like, thanks.
Yep.
Because we surely were very like consistent there for like 3-4 years. Like
there it is. It was the Horizon 2019.
2019 Horizon.
So I don't know if y'all can see that.
Oh, yeah.
But there's the hurricane that was coming up.
We had to fly around that, y'all.
We had to get from Charleston, which is the blue dot up there, all the way down to Miami. And there was our flight path.
Yeah. Like, we had to fly all the way around that. And it was not a bumpy ride. It was not, there was no turbulence. We flew very securely. I feel securely, yeah. Our captain was very, very well trained.
We had a little bit of turbulence, I think, but
I don't remember there being any turbulence. I remember that actually being like a really smooth ride.
But I remember sitting in the seat and I pulled up that map and I said, "We're doing this. Like, wait, shouldn't we go over a little bit more?"
No,
I mean,
we just really skirted it. We said, that thing shifted a half an inch and we'd be in it.
I mean, I was not okay with that. I've always wanted to be a hurricane hunter, but I did not want to hunt on JetBlue. Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust the pilot that much.
So that was our miniature hurricane hunting.
Yeah,
that we did back then.
We looked at the clouds from the cloud level airplane thing. I
can't remember what hurricane that was. I should look that up.
Yeah, I don't know. That one was funny, and I don't even think it actually ended up being any issues here. But it was just, the airport closes, and our airport closes early. Like, if there's one thing that you can count on with the Charleston airport is that if there's a storm coming, it is closed at least a day and a half in advance. Cannot figure it out, but it is closed early. The storm could be two years away and it's going to close. Like, you have no idea. So, but at least we know, locals know if you're sailing. If you're flying out of Charleston, you know that you got to move your flight.
I just see this back there and I'm like, what is that?
It's your hair.
My hair's all over the place today.
So we've learned, and we were able to accommodate some travel date changes, and like obviously we were already going to be off of work because of the storm, so it wasn't like a big deal to just leave a little early. And I remember we flew down there, we ate at a Waffle House or like a Denny's or something, and IHOP maybe.
And we were trying to figure out what we were going to do for like 3 days. Yeah.
I can't remember what we ended up doing in Miami for 3 days.
We ended up going to, I know we went to the Mills Mall down there.
Oh, yeah,
Sawgrass Mills.
We did do some
alligator.
Yeah.
I know we did that. And that's dangerous because, here we are, we're on a budget. And now we have to add 3 nights in a hotel. 3 days of a rental car because we are not staying stuck in a hotel for 3 days.
That's right. We did rent a car, didn't we?
I'm telling you, that ain't happening.
No, we will not make it. And I think that like the cheap hotel we got didn't even have like a pool, or it might have.
It probably.
I'm sure it did. It's Florida, but like I don't remember it being like a super nice.
Yeah,
I guess it wasn't the hotel that had no hot water. We've done that in Fort Lauderdale.
I want to say we might have gone and gotten our nails done because I don't think we had them done at that point. Because, like, for this cruise coming up, I'm going on the 20th.
That's right. That's the time we went. We picked a place to get their nails done. We drove over there and saw a DSW. We were like, "Oh, what's that?" Went in and spent like $200 on Birkenstocks, like multiple pairs of Birkenstocks. So don't get us wrong. Like, we were being financially savvy at that point, but still, like, really, Birkenstocks.
So this hit us a lot more because then we had all this like shopping we were doing, and the extra expenditures of the food and the hotel and car, and JetBlue didn't charge us anything to change.
Nope, they were so accommodating. They were like, "Yeah, move it." We were like, "Cool."
But give us some spending money next time.
Yeah, JetBlue, we were hurricane evacuees.
I know one year we drove down early and went to Disney, and it was the not so scary Halloween night.
That's right.
And I told Kayla that if that ever happened again, we needed T-shirts as our costumes that say like hurricane evacuee. And that's what we would wear around the park.
I forgot about that. That was a time we went to Not So Scary Halloween, which is amazing.
Yes.
The price has gone up a good bit more than it. Like, I think we paid $60.
Yeah.
To go that night, which was, I mean, you're there for like what, 6-7 hours? We were
there from 4 to midnight.
I think, like, it was amazing. You get free candy,
like full size candy.
Yeah, full size candy, and like you stick your hand in the thing and take as much as you want. Like, I mean, we didn't, but because we also had to get on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
But
there were children there.
Yes, that too. The only thing I remember being just desperately sad about was at a certain point they turned off the Carousel of Progress because it turns into like a candy distribution center, and the Monsters Inc. laugh floor, because it also becomes a candy thing. And I remember being so sad about that because I love both of those rides.
And those are two that I hate.
I love them.
So I usually find something else to do, like Space Mountain.
But I do remember we rode that People Mover for like an hour because we were just like, oh, the people. We had ridden all the rides. Like, there was nobody there.
Yeah.
And we had ridden all the rides because it was like the day after Florida had gotten it.
Yeah.
And so, like, it was still very, like, everyone had already left for the storm. And so, like, nobody was there. We ridden all the rides and we're, like, just riding around the People Mover. Getting our candy, eating our chocolates.
Okay. So that'll be our costume idea if that ever happens again. Yeah. But I highly doubt we're going to do the Not So Scary Halloween. Because I think it's like $200.
It's ridiculously priced now. Like, $60 was, you know, for that amount of time, it was way, you know, more budget friendly. But it's not anymore. And it's still the same amount of time. So yep. I hear it's still great. But because there was like a different parade. They had like a different like light show, I feel like. Yeah. Maybe not, but like I feel like, you know, at least it was like a little different, like coloring wise on the castle. We loved it. And I would do it again in a heartbeat if it wasn't $300,000. I know. I'm a little exaggeratory, but still. All right, we'll get on to our last bit of business. This is our good news.
Yeah.
Our good news story of the night. And this is probably I'm going to break all of your pockets story of the night.
Yeah.
Because these sound amazing, especially if you care about the solar eclipse. Sis? Do you care about the solar eclipses?
No.
No. We saw one. It was what it was.
I mean, we barely saw
That's
it
true.
Because
Charleston decided to storm.
Yeah, we decided decided to have a massive thunderstorm. Yeah. It was like black outside from the clouds.
Not the eclipse.
When the solar eclipse came, it just kind of got
a teensy bit darker.
And then it was like, ta-da, I'm done.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not really interested, but it's Virgin Voyages.
Right, Virgin Voyages in 2026. They're calling these the Marvelous Voyages. And so it sounds like maybe these itineraries are going to be a thing.
Yeah. Because by then they'll have their new ship, and that will probably stay over here in the States. But it sounds like they're moving to Europe.
Yeah. And so they're doing 2 different longer itineraries for the solar eclipse in August of 2026. There'll be 12 and 15 night itineraries. And it'll be the Valiant Lady and the Scarlet Lady. And they're going to have special onboard events and appearances.
They're going to have an astronomer. I know that.
Milky Way milkshakes.
And moon pies.
They say they're going to have starry symphonies and cosmic culinary creations. Oh, yeah. So the new Marvelous Voyages include 6 other sailings between March and August, ranging from 8 to 16 nights, spanning Iceland to Istanbul, the British Isles to the Baltics, and they add 12 new ports to Virgin's lineups.
Among them are Amalfi Coast, Edinburgh, Scotland, right?
I think so.
Stockholm, Sweden, Hamburg, Germany, Oslo, Norway, Morocco, and Greenland.
And so, like, these open up in like 2 days if you're a loyalty member.
Mm-hmm. We can look at them in 2 days. Regular people can look at them on the 21st.
And I mean, I'm excited to maybe hit the one that's going to go to Dublin or Glasgow. I never can say that
Glasgow.
word. Reykjavik.
I'm looking at that one that goes from Iceland to Istanbul because I will go to Turkey one day. I'm going to Turkey.
Yes, and so, Brilliant Ladies debut season will be coming then. So,
yep.
I mean, these sound like they're going to be amazing, and Virgin knows how to have a good time.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. I think we're gonna take a bet as to how much these.
I think you're looking at least those 2 in August that are going to be the solar eclipse cruises of being $3,000 to $4,000,
if not more.
A
4-day cruise.
True.
Over here to like Key West and whatever they do, Key West and Cozumel.
Yeah.
The 4-day can be like $1,300 a person. But we're talking 8 to 16 nights.
Very true.
16 nights.
It could not be pretty.
It might cost a car.
It might not be pretty. But you're gonna have a good time, and you're gonna get to see the solar eclipse.
I mean, it's gonna be awesome because Virgin is so much fun, but you're gonna pay.
Yeah, and they're gonna have telescopes and binoculars
and eclipse glasses.
That was my question. I was like, they're gonna give me a binoculars and a telescope, but how would I protect my eyeballs?
They better with the price,
right? Could you imagine? Yeah, I mean, I also feel like that could be a little dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little dangerous. I'm sure you've got to sign something.
I'm sure that's in your cruise contract.
Something you're signing to get them out of any kind of liability.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's exciting. I'm interested to look at them and see some of the new itineraries. I know the Brilliant Lady actually makes a stop in Charleston next October, I believe. Or is that the Prima?
I don't know. It's the Prima. The Viva.
No, the Prima I think is this year.
Oh.
The Prima is this year, and I think the Brilliant Lady makes a stop next year. Because I looked it up and I was like, all on this year's calendar, it just says
Prima.
Prima.
We're just assuming it's the Norwegian Prima.
For 2 days, and there's no times.
So weird.
And then the Brilliant Lady is the same thing. And so I 100% I'm going to be down there looking at it.
Oh, yeah. We'll be down. We'll take video, pictures, all kinds of things if they're here.
Because the Prima and the Brilliant Lady are huge.
Yes. And let me tell you, we get the Carnival Sunshine.
Which is teeny tiny.
We get
the Vision.
Yeah, the Vision comes in. And then we get like all of those like world cruises. So like, they're teeny tiny like little ships too. And we get huge tanker ships all the time, or cargo ships.
I mean, I think the Norwegian, which one was that was at the 526 port? Norwegian Gem? I think that's the biggest one I've seen here.
Oh, I forgot that came in.
It came in for like
a dry dock.
Food or something.
Yeah, it came in for some kind of like small dry dock thing, I believe.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we'll keep you up to date on our excursion and funny thing. So I don't know. All right. Well, that is it.
That's all we got for you.
We ran through those real fast.
Yeah, we did. Even though I feel like we talked a lot.
I know. I feel like we talked a lot. I feel like we've been very chatty tonight.
But we still went through that pretty fast. So.
We will show you the new camera if it ever comes in.
Oh, yeah. I was like, we can't Thursday because it won't be here.
Right. Y'all, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so listen. Y'all are going to get the story. I ordered it. So I went to order it, right? Just order it. And apparently it is sold out everywhere. And so I had a major freak out that we literally sold our camera. And now we have no camera going into this cruise. And
is this it?
Yeah.
I was going to show them what it looks like.
Like, we have no camera going into this cruise, freaking out.
It looks like this.
And that's like fully extended with the extra, with the tripod on it.
Yeah. So.
She doesn't know. So, I'm having like, major freak out that we're going to be cameraless going to these islands, and I'm freaking out. And so I ended up ordering it on Best Buy because they said it would ship by August 22nd. And I'm like, well, it gives it a month to get to us. That should be fine. And because like Amazon kept saying September 16th through 17th, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like that's cutting it so close. And I kept getting these open boxes from Best Buy, and they would say, oh, it can get to you by in like a week. I'm like, perfect. But then every time I would go to check out, it would be like, oh, that's not available anymore. So it's like they had an open box, so maybe somebody else had it in their cart. I'm not sure. But I have it ordered from Best Buy. I was like, okay, I was panicking still. And then I got on Amazon today just to check because, I'm like a little anal retentive about it. And they had an open box option on Amazon. It was like $4 less than the original. That's fine. And it could get here by Friday. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy that. And I'm going to cancel the Best Buy purchase because I need it in my life. And I need it to have a set date of when it's going to be here. Because I can't handle it. I'm not good at it. No, I'm not a patient person in general with like purchases. That's why I don't purchase things online very often. So
yeah, no, she doesn't. I'm all for purchasing online, and she's like, I have to go get it in person.
Oh yeah,
I'll have stuff shipped all the time because I'm just like whatever.
Like I need an Amazon warehouse in Charleston, and then I'll be good to go. But so it looks like I'm gonna get it on Friday. We'll maybe Monday. It won't because we filmed lives with our phones. So hopefully Monday we'll be able to just show it off a little bit. And while we're getting to know it too, because obviously we have no idea how to use it. All right.
Yep.
But we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
What was that?
I don't know.